Once upon a time, in a peaceful village tucked between the mountains, there lived a young traveler named Elara. Elara had a heart full of dreams and a mind full of thoughts that often kept her awake long into the night. No matter how still the world around her became, she couldn't seem to find rest. Every night as she lay in bed, her mind would race from one worry to the next, like a river that never slowed down. One evening, after wandering through the village under the soft glow of the setting sun, Elara found herself at the edge of a quiet lake. The air was cool, and the stillness of the water mirrored the sky above. She sat by the edge, letting the soft whispers of the trees soothe her, but the restless thoughts still buzzed in her mind, louder than the wind. "Old woman, why are you so troubled, dear one?" Elara turned quickly to see an old woman standing beside her, bathed in the soft moonlight, her silver hair flowing like a gentle stream. Her eyes sparkled with wisdom, and her presence was warm and calming. "Elara, I don't know how to quiet my thoughts. Every time I try to sleep, my mind races. There are so many things I worry about, things I can't change, things I don't understand." The old woman smiled kindly, sitting beside her. "Old woman, ah yes, the mind can be a wild horse galloping in many directions. But you are not the horse, Elara, you are the rider. And just as the horse can be guided with patience, so too can your thoughts find their way to peace." "Elara, how do I guide them, old woman?" "See the water. Look how it reflects the moonlight, calm and steady. When the water is disturbed, the reflection becomes unclear. But when it is still, you can see everything in its purest form. Your mind is like this water. The more you let your worries ripple the surface, the harder it is to find peace. But when you calm yourself, you can see the world more clearly, just like the still lake." Elara listened closely, watching the water. "Elara, but what if the ripples are too strong? What if the storm is too big inside of me?" The old woman chuckled softly, her voice like the gentle hum of a lullaby. "Old woman, ah, my dear, that is where gratitude comes in. You see, gratitude is a gentle hand that calms the storm within. When you stop and notice the things around you that are good, your mind begins to settle and your heart becomes lighter, Elara. But there are so many things in my life that feel hard, things that make me feel small and powerless. How can I be grateful for those things?" "Old woman, it is not the difficult things that you must focus on right now. Start with the small things, the things that, no matter how small, make life just a little sweeter. The way the wind kisses your cheeks on a cool evening, or how the stars wink down at you from above, or how the earth feels soft beneath your feet. When you give thanks for even the tiniest moments, you begin to soften the storm in your heart." Elara closed her eyes for a moment, thinking. The cool breeze danced through the trees, rustling their leaves in a calming rhythm. She could feel the softness of the ground beneath her and the warmth of the earth beneath her hands. "Elara, there are many things to be grateful for. I can feel the warmth of the blanket on my bed, the love of my family, the kindness of a stranger's smile. Old woman, yes, yes, gratitude is a seed that you plant in your heart. It may be small at first, but with each moment of thanks it grows. With it, you will find the strength you need to face anything, and the more you nurture that seed, the more it will bloom, bringing peace and power where there was once chaos." Elara felt a lightness begin to spread through her chest. She thought of the small, simple moments of her day. The warm cup of tea she had shared with a friend, the peaceful moments of watching the sunset, the laughter that filled her home. Each one was a treasure, a reason to be thankful. Old woman, you see, when you live with gratitude, you empower yourself. You are not small, Elara. You are a part of something much greater, something that is always growing and shifting in perfect harmony. Just like the trees, just like the water, you have strength that you may not yet see. Elara stood up and stretched, her body feeling lighter, her mind clearer. She looked up at the night sky, and for the first time in a long while, she felt a sense of peace. The worries that once seemed so heavy were now distant, like clouds floating far away. She felt her body relax, knowing that with each breath she took, she was strengthening her own inner calm. Old woman, now, my dear, you are ready. When you return to your bed tonight, remember this. Let your gratitude be your guide. Let it calm the ripples of your thoughts and trust that you are exactly where you need to be. With each peaceful breath, you will sink deeper into rest, knowing that tomorrow is a new day, full of possibilities. Elara turned to thank the old woman, but as she did, she noticed that the figure was no longer there. Only the shimmering lake, the moonlight, and the soft rustling of the trees remained. The peace she had found in that moment was hers to carry. With a heart full of gratitude and a spirit empowered by the quiet strength of the night, Elara returned to her bed. She closed her eyes, feeling the gentle rise and fall of her breath, and as she did, she drifted into the deepest sleep she had known in a long time, knowing that the strength of gratitude would always guide her, no matter where her journey led. And you, dear one, can find that same peace. Breathe in the stillness, breathe out the worries, and let your heart fill with the quiet strength of all the things, both big and small, that you are grateful for. Let them be your guide into the sweetest, most peaceful sleep. Sleep well,